Howdy do y'all, this is John and today we are talking about Dune Part 2, a new movie out in theaters right now. And in Dune Part 2, it continues the story of Paul Atreides where the first Dune went off. Paul Atreides is now fighting the Harkonnens on Arrakis. And all the while, the people of Arrakis are starting to think he is their Messiah, their chosen one. And all the while, Paul himself is even debating on whether or not he is their Messiah. Okay, so the kid thing started first and foremost. What I liked about the movie, the acting is top notch. Obviously, all the returning actors from the previous Dune, Timothée Chalamet, Stellan Skarsgård, Rebecca Ferguson, they all continue to be really good in this sequel. But also some of the newcomers in the film. Austin Butler, he was not in the first Dune, he's in this one. He plays Fayed Harkonnen, and this guy is just a brute. And you can tell Butler is just enjoying himself because he is playing this sadistic guy who is a complete brute. To me, he is the standout of all of the new actors. But Florence Pugh's also in it now, and she's good. Christopher Walken, that guy is just, he's one heck of an actor. Even in the smallest of roles, he still brings his A game. How is the story? The story continues where the first Dune leaves off, and it is just total war at this point. War has now come to Arrakis, but they still manage to find this balance between story building and character building, as well as war action. Because now a lot of people expect there to be a lot of fighting. And there is. However, there's never too much. And there's also not too little. And the story of Paul Atreides, he has to go from being this young, up-and-coming duke, the heir to his father's throne, and become a man. It's about a boy becoming a man. And from a visual standpoint, this movie looks great. It looks just as great as the first Dune. And just like the first Dune, the special effects are really good. And really, that's all I can say about it, because the level of quality here just carries over from the first Dune. The film has some really beautiful shots in it, and the special effects are very good. Hans Zimmer's music, which is also a carryover from the first Dune, is also amazing. This guy, he very rarely does a bad job, and he hasn't exactly quit yet. Hans Zimmer's music's awesome. The sound design's also really good. I love the sound effects in the film. All in all, Dune Part 2, I cannot think of any problems with this film. An argument can be made it's a little too long. However, what can they cut out? Let's be real here. What can they cut out? Nothing. Everything's important. The movie looks great. The acting's really good. The storytelling's really solid. The music's awesome. The sound design's really good. I would put this at a very high recommendation, guys. This movie really held up to the first Dune from a few years ago, and really, if anything, it exceeds it, which is not easy to do because the first Dune's friggin' perfect. I'm going to give Dune Part 2 a 10. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Budget Ski Return.